Hey everyone, I'm Lisa Lane. If you want to know the top football storylines heading into the weekend and get an in-depth breakdown from our NFL insiders, then look no further than Zone Coverage. And it all starts right now. Let's kick things off by taking a look at tonight's Thursday night football matchup on Fox. It's the slightly banged up Miami Dolphins who will travel to take on the AFC South leaders, the Houston Texans. Let's go to our Fox studios with the breakdown. It's going to be fun to see who wins in prime time. Well, joining me now in studio is Kevin Graff, former NFL offensive tackle who spent time with the Eagles, the Falcons, and the Colts. Kevin, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
It's also fun because you were a USC Trojan, and I know everyone loves that too, right?
Right on.
And I noticed some bling, so before we move on, what is this ring from?
I was lucky enough to be part of the NFC champion Falcons in 2016. Got to go to the Super Bowl, so pretty exciting.
Well, let's go right into our West Coast preview, and I want to start with the Los Angeles Rams, the only undefeated team left in the league right now. And before we get into it, let's go to our very own Nick Wright, who says it's actually the Chiefs that are the best team in the NFL right now.
While I understand the Rams are definitely the more balanced team, there's no question about it. The Chiefs, I feel, have a better offense. They have a better quarterback. They have better wide receivers. They have far and away the best special teams in football. Is that enough to overcome the fact that the Rams have a better defense? I think it is.
All right, we just heard Nick's take. What's yours? Who's the best team in the NFL?
Right now it's the Rams. They're the better overall team. Their defense, offense, and special teams are all working perfectly.
Their offense, one of their leaders is a friend of yours, your old teammate Robert Woods. How impressive has he been right now, emerging as a go-to receiver for the Rams?
It's just what we thought like when he was in college. He's doing everything he's supposed to be doing. He's running his routes how he should be. He's playing hard, blocking, doing everything he can.
Was he a great teammate to have?
He was the best.
Okay, and of course, Gurley and Goff are having explosive seasons, but how much credit do we need to be given to the O-line right now?
All the credit. The offensive line is what's making this team, and especially that offense, click. When you have guys blocking like that, you could do anything.
Okay, so the Rams are going to welcome in the Packers to the Coliseum this weekend. Who's going to win this game?
I'm thinking the Rams. They're just too hot right now. Green Bay's a little banged up, so I'm thinking Rams.
Okay, moving on to the AFC West, the Los Angeles Chargers are going to be enjoying a bye this weekend after a win in London. As a player at this point of the season, are you ready for the bye? Or since you just won 4 straight like the Chargers have, do you want to just keep rolling?
You definitely want the bye. You need that time to get healthy, kind of just limber up a little bit, get loose, and continue on with the season.
Okay, now a team coming off the bye week, that's going to be the Raiders. But really quick, let's listen in to Brian Cox, who has this take on Oakland.
I think they're just a bad football team. When you look at it, the offense is rated 28th in the league. Gruden sat up in the booth and thought it was easy when he was analyzing and dissecting, and now he's finding that it's a lot harder than he previously thought it was when he was head coach in Tampa.
Well, Cox says they're not tanking, they're just bad. Now that they traded away Amari Cooper this week, what's your take?
To be honest with you, I think it's a little bit of both. I think they're getting rid of their best talent, and they're just not a very good football team.
Well, that's going to do it for our West Coast preview. Let's now move along to the water cooler, where we check out the most talked about posts on social media. Kevin, look at the screen. The Colts, they have looks like an older man out there doing field goals for a crucial catch, but they reveal it's actually Pat McAfee.
There's no surprise there. He was always the jokester in the locker room, so not surprised with that.
So you had a chance to play with him.
I did. I was lucky enough to play with him for a little bit.
I love how he first fakes that it's a bad kick.
Yeah.
And then it goes right through the uprights. And anything for a good cause, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, well that's going to do it for this week's Zone Coverage. Kevin, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.